Hello, it's Wednesday the 14th of April 2010 and I'm Martin Smith with a daily outlook from UFXBank. The dollar changed little after the release of the US trade balance, showing a larger than expected deficit of $39.7 billion, lowering the appeal of the dollar but also reducing risk appetite. Crude weakened by minus 0.34%, closing at $84.05 a barrel after dropping as low as $82. Gold weakened by minus 0.76%, closing at $1,152.80 an ounce. Today, core CPI is expected unchanged with 0.1%, and retail sales are expected higher with 1.1% versus 0.3% prior. Crude oil inventories will be released and likely to cause volatility in crude prices. Fed Chairman Bernanke will testify in Washington, and the Fed's beige book will be released. The euro gained slightly versus the dollar after stronger than expected demand for Greece's bonds, showing the massive rescue plan might define a new way for the euro. The euro dollar is trading slightly above its 50-day moving average, but could head lower to 1.35 toward closing the gap. No major economic data is expected today. The pound finished unchanged versus the dollar after being unable to sustain earlier gains. Trade balance showed a smaller than expected deficit of $6.2 billion versus $7.3 billion forecast. But the gains were released after a larger than expected deficit in the US lowered risk appetite. As long as the pound dollar keeps trading above the 50-day moving average, the momentum is bullish. Nationwide consumer confidence will be released overnight and is expected higher with 81. The yen finished unchanged versus the dollar after a larger than expected US trade deficit lowered the appeal of the dollar. The dollar yen was unable to remain below support at 92.80. Again, no major economic data is expected today. The Canadian dollar gained slightly versus the dollar but was still unable to cross below parity. Trade balance came out stronger with $1.4 billion versus $0.7 billion expected, and NHPI came out worse than expected with 0.1%. The dollar CAD has been struggling with a support level around parity at 1 and could head higher if unable to break below it. No economic data is expected today. Well, that's it from me. Be sure to visit us at ufxbank.com for simple, safe, secure trading.